Good morning, everyone. How you all doing? It is a beautiful day out here. I am at the Ian Dipple Park, the Ian Dipple Lagoon here in Labrador. It is so good to be seeing you here. I am on the beach, well, one step up from the beach, and I've got people walking by. I've just had a Canadian guy walk by, and he said he's going to be hurling abuse at me because he knows that if he hurls abuse at me from Canadian land, is that I'm going to get cancelled. So hopefully when he comes back, I'm going to get him sitting on the chair. And I've got the sign up here, people. You people have been helping me out here. I've got screens going everywhere. Watch this, people. So look at this. I've got a producer who is remotely, probably somewhere in the middle of Australia, or maybe even in the US of America. And we'll get to see a whole lot of things here. So, for example, if I wanted to know who was first today, we'll bring up the who was first. I don't know how to do this without my... Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ian McPherson, good morning all. How good is this? It's so good having a producer on the other side of the world. Rudy, I have got a beautiful whiskey here for you. We're going to be doing that. And if people want to know a little bit of history of the Ian Dipple Lagoon, this guy here in 1999 tragically lost his life to a water skiing accident. But the guy was amazing. He was absolutely amazing because he skied bridge to bridge in Sydney and he did it on one arm. So he skied with one arm the whole way. The guy's an absolute legend and they named this lagoon here after him. Currently, Rudy, it is, I was supposed to be making my way down there today and I got caught up. I slept in. I'm going to do it a little bit later on. So Rudy, today is, it's 21 degrees. We're looking for a top of 25 degrees, so nice temperature here, and I'm sure I'm going to have people that will be sitting with me and having a chat to me. The topic of the day, good people and not so good degenerates. The topic of the day is, do we call it Merry Christmas or is it simply just Happy Holidays? I wonder how many people I can trigger. Cheers, Rudy. Everyone give the cheers, Rudy. And it's nice to have you all here. I've even got a coffee here, and look at this, I've even got my mug. Oh, fuck, things are falling over. I've got my mug here. So things are just happening. People are walking by. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, quickly, let's go to that camera over there. That's the B-roll camera. He's slow, isn't he? Too late. Too late. We had so much practice on this. I said it's not going to take long to learn how to do all this. But anyway, it's all happening. So top temperature 25 degrees here, good people. So I wonder how many people I can reel in here to see how many people might come in here. Beautiful spot here. I just love it here. G'day, mate. How you going? Yeah, good to see you. This is a very different spot to where I was, I would say, a week ago. This one's got more action, a lot more screaming. That sounded like a screaming cat in the water. I don't know what that sound is. Stop it. Please. Josh. See, I know how to do it all. Pub test, Merry Christmas. I just saw some others come up here. Yeah, it is a Merry Christmas. I think it is going to be a Merry Christmas and not a Happy Holidays. We don't do Happy Holidays. So I've been here since for about half an hour. I was doing some things at home and then I got waylaid and I was talking to the good old Rudemeister. We were having a bit of a chat, Rudy. And some things have been going on down there, which were not. Hello. Well, what do we read there? Can you see what that reads?
Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, how do you say?
Did your son just fall over?
Oh, not my son. Some kid just following me.
Oh, just some kids following you.
Maybe bite, love. My grandson. Come over here, sweetheart. You all right?
Is he your kid?
My grandson.
Oh, it's your grandson?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just at my office here today. So the question here today, if you can hear me, the question here is just simply, do we say Merry Christmas or is it, do we have to go with the woke brigade and say Happy Holidays?
You know, it's Merry Christmas.
It's Merry Christmas, isn't it?
Merry Christmas, and I don't know why people are drawing on about Happy Holidays.
Why do they?
Oh, I think it's because Christmas, I
Yeah.
mean, being a Christian,
Yeah.
the Christ in that says it all. I mean, Jesus is the reason for the season.
Let me just do this for you quickly. I'm going live, and there are people from the US of America. Just clip that in your little, yeah, that's it, perfect. That might be a bit better. Can you do it the other way so the face is up towards you? Oh, look at you. You're like a professional. Yeah, so look, I think with this whole thing changing, and everyone needs to get all woke or go broke, and we have to now start saying things like, parent rather than mother or father.
Yes,
Do you think that's a bit crazy too?
look, there's pros and cons with it all, I guess. Like, if you have a mother and father, that's great. If
Yeah.
you have two fathers, so be it. And same with two mums and mum,
Yep.
and whatever. But Merry Christmas, that should be generic. I mean, I don't know if it's the people that are either don't believe in God or Jesus that they think Merry Christmas is religious. I don't know, but it's been Merry Christmas as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's so true, isn't it? Like when you think of it, I mean, you don't get offended if somebody says Happy Hanukkah to you.
No, I don't even know what Hanukkah is.
Oh,
What's that,
okay.
Christmas, is it?
Well, it's just another way of some people being able to say, rather than saying Christmas, they'll use Hanukkah.
Yeah.
But if somebody was to put up a sign and say Happy Hanukkah, you're not going to get all offended. But it seems like in Australia here that, we can't even celebrate Australia Day without it now becoming Invasion Day.
Yeah, or Citizens Day.
Or Citizens Day.
Look, we are multicultural.
I
And
get
think
that.
The people that simulate here
Yep.
have to still abide by what our, this is a Christian country.
Totally.
And as much as we welcome everyone, I
Mm.
mean, everyone's welcome, but don't come and try and push yours onto us. You've come to us.
Yep.
We're not asking you to become us.
Yep.
But just you do you and we do us.
I love that. I love that saying. Yeah, and I guess just with me, I just see so many people getting triggered and offended because if you don't use, and especially it's not us. It's corporations, isn't it?
Oh,
So
100%.
we're going to be watching the mainstream media, and they're going to be talking about, have everyone have a happy holiday. What happened? This happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So I just think it's crazy. So I'm just asking people as they're coming by, what are their thoughts? And
they're these people pleasers. Like, just keep it as it is. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
If people don't like it, well, they can just not like it. But there's a large percentage, and I'm talking over 80, that want Merry Christmas.
Yes.
And so I wish you a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year and a healthy 2023.
Yeah.
And God bless the USA.
God bless the USA. Thank you so much. Look at you going, hey? Oh, you've got everything tied up there. So where are you riding to? Just as far up as you can go. Here we go. I'll do it. You come over here. It's a little clip here there we go.
Yeah, we've just ridden all the way up to Land's End.
Oh, nice.
Come back this way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the rest of your ride.
I've got one exactly the same.
Oh, do you? Like a real one?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You mean like
about half a dozen similar to that around my house.
I'm G-Man.
G-Man? I'm G-Woman.
G-Woman.
I'm Jill.
Jill, with a G. Nice chatting to you.
Yeah, you too.
Have a good one. Folks, we already wrangled in the first one there, and I gave a great little comment, and she's absolutely right, 100%. Is you do you, and we do we. I think that's the best thing to do. This is already proving to be a much better spot. I've got more people watching me on the other side. I can see that. Herbert Scranton. I can't see what you've done there. $10. Thank you so kind, sir. I do have a coffee here, Herbert, but it is not the greatest. We also have Sneaky Elbow. Toodle, happy Christmas and a Merry Christmas and everything. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've got my coffee here, but it's a bought one just from the shop over to there. So I'm just asking people to have their say. I might even do this again on Australia Day when Australia Day comes up, and I'll be wrapped myself up in the Australian flag. I'll be all patriotic. Did you know now that the word patriotic is also a triggering terminology? If you are patriotic, you are also a far-right extremist. So that's what I've heard. So it's incredible how language is changing. And we do know language has changed because they've now, with the Cambridge Dictionary, have now changed the definition of woman to be inclusive of anyone who identifies as a woman. G'day, No Spin. It's about war on Christmas. You are 100% right. 100%. In fact, I've got a mate that lives not that far from here, and I wonder if he won't be watching. Demo would never watch me. I worked with him on the ships about 30 years ago, and he lives about 5 minutes up the road here. Maybe somebody can send him a message and go, Demo, head down to Ian Dipple Lagoon. The G-Man's down there having a chat. But it's good to see You know, people enjoying themselves here on this wonderful. And it is a Tuesday. Oh, it's a Wednesday, people. It is Wednesday, which means that it's still a work day. Let me just turn this one off. It's very, very windy here. Can I just get a here or some thumbs up to see whether the sound on this is equalizing okay? It's not coming in and out. I think the last time I was having a bit of issue with it going in and out of a stream because the sound was a bit too terrible. So maybe just hit me up with some thumbs up to let me know that we've got a good stream coming from here using the microphone here. Otherwise, you know what I'm like. But it's very blowy. Like, you can have a look at. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's very blowy. Very blowy. It's funny how before I got on here, you do. It's amazing. You do get a few people, and stay with me. I'm going to do it myself. See? Audio. Microphone. Audio. That's what it says. Try that. Is that better? I don't know if that works. People, stop calling me. Give me some thumbs up. Is that working better? That was it. Oh, it's hard to find good producers, isn't it? It's really hard. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Somebody just tried to call and just sent me a text message saying, no audio. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Well, if you're doing it, why don't you just send a message on here? I can see it on here. That's a lot easier. But it looks like Jack's Drink is giving me the thumbs up. The producer, one job. Exactly. One job. Why are they calling you? Jet Power, I have no idea. I think it was you, wasn't it? I think it was you. Because that's a cool bike. Quickly swap it around. Swap the camera around. That is a cool bike. I like that. I love that bike. No, too slow. See, you got to be on the ball, man. You got to be fingers. Gee, and he calls himself a pilot. I don't know how he does it. He's a pilot. He's failed. Can't even do that properly. Like, just click on that button. That button there. Should I do it? Let me see if I do it. No, it doesn't work. Solo layout. Look, see, I can do it. How come I can do it? That's your job. One job. There he goes. That's pretty good. Solo layout there. Yeah. It's not hard. It's not hard. So there was other news that I did read. There was other news. Carrie Lake. I think Carrie Lake's having a good time. She's finally it's going to be heard. It's going to be heard in court. So she's going to get her time in court, and she is going to be able to let people know that the election was stolen, something like that. Don't even know if I can say that. Producer, are you still there? Bring up some comments. I can't see comments. I would be doing this. I'll give you one job, producer. How hard is it? Thank you. Thank you. He's a drunken producer. Yes. Well, it is. It's probably late. What is it in Michigan? Oh, maybe it's not there. So I have to take off glasses because I can't see anything. Why is the Santa so jolly? Oh no, look at him. It's very windy here, people. That's all I can say. It is super. Look at his beard going. So that must be a good of it. There he goes. There goes that reflex again. Look, Santa, you have a lay down. If you wouldn't mind just having a bit of a lay down. See? I'm going to have to work this out, people. There we go. You can just lay there. It is super windy. Jake, I think a monkey can push a button. I have got a monkey pushing a button. Speaking of monkey, I watched the Harry and Meghan 6 episodes. And I also saw something, I don't know, Jeremy Clarkson's in a bit of strife, isn't he? He said something, and he put up a wonderful, it wasn't an apology letter. He just said, oh boy, something about his tweet and something, oh boy, I've upset some people. I promise I won't do it again. The sarcasm that was coming out of his mouth was just brilliant. The man knows sarcasm better than anyone. So he would be somebody I would like to have sitting down here, Jeremy Clarkson, and we can have a bit of a chat. Come on, producer. Any other people saying anything? People, we've got 63 people on here, and no one's saying anything. Producer, one job. Thank you. Sneaky Elbow says, Father Christmas is always dressed for the Aussie Christmas melt. Yeah, I know. It's a bit weird. I brought that story up yesterday, how they were fat-shaming Santa, but also said that Santa should be very diverse. It's Santa Claus. That's all it is. I can read comments. That's better. Now I have some cloud. It is still very windy here. It's so good that you can actually set up. Like, it only took me 15 minutes to set up. Once I got the table out of the car and then set this up, it's going to go back in the car, and then I'm just going to drive south. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I'm just going to drive. Go steal the boat behind you. I want to take a sail. Yes. Yeah. So this little area here, that's just the lagoon. But in high tide, it covers the top of that, and you won't be able to sit. And people just swim in there. And what happens is, during shark season, so what you have is, this is the Broadwater here, and then over the top of that, you then have the Pacific Ocean. So, and if you go over the top of that and keep going, you would probably hit America. You would, or you'd hit New Zealand. I think you'd hit the top part of New Zealand if you kept going, or you might hit New Caledonia or Fiji. And then if you kept going and then go past that, then of course I think you would hit Peru. I think that's the line that we're in. Bearcat says nudie run. Bearcat, smother me in gravy. I better drink the rest of this just in case. Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Thanks for reminding me with my ADD. Thank you. Is what I was saying before is today is a Wednesday, which means if today's a Wednesday, it's a work day. So I didn't realise that it's not like a Saturday where people are walking up and down at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's a work day. It's people are struggling to be able to do that. Now that's a place to go, Jake says. Go to Fiji. That is a good place to go. I will be heading there one day. That's all I can have. I can't have any more, Rudy. But keep the pub just says school holidays are on. Are they? Oh, is that all that noise in the background? Kids are screaming. You know what I should have bought? I should have bought some chips because the seagulls are here. What can I have? I need to get someone to go and get me a bucket of chips, and then I'll just hold the chips and then watch the seagulls attack me. The attack of the seagulls. Yeah. Oh, I tell you what, I'm glad I put my sunscreen on this morning. Put lots of sunscreen on my neck and around the back here, and then over my face. Because you know what? You don't want to get burnt when you're my colour skin. It's good colour, isn't it? See what colour this skin is? That German Aryan race. It's good colouring. But I do like it that I might get a bit of a suntan while I'm here. All right, Dull Bludger Paradise. It is a little bit, this area here of Surfers Paradise / Labrador. So this place is called Labrador. That's it. And Labrador is a great place to be. In fact, here's some hot news for you. Is that I used to live, how long ago? I would say 30 years ago. If you follow this waterway here, if you follow this waterway here and you keep going south, you come to a little place called Loaders Creek. And if you have a look at Loaders Creek, that is exactly where I used to live, on the creek. And I used to have a little boat, a little 16-foot fishing boat. I used to come out of Loaders Creek, come up there, and just behind me there is called Wave Break Island. So if you're getting the map out and you want to have a look at the top of where Labrador is and what it looks like from above, Wave Break Island, I'm directly across it, and I'm across from the Grand Hotel. Now, if I was to stay here after, say, 1 o'clock, which I might do anyway, because here they have pelican feeding at 1:30 every day, and I might get to feed the pelicans, or watch them at least feed the pelicans. So it's, g'day mate, Merry Christmas. Nice people. They have a lot of electric bikes here. A lot of electric bikes. Not a lot of people are riding bikes anymore. They seem to be just electric. And I don't know why that is. Merry Christmas to everyone. Thank you, User Used. I'll do it myself. Looks like my producer's fallen asleep. He's probably watching something like, I don't know, Meghan and Harry, or is it Harry and Meghan? So yeah, I'll watch that. I watched all 6 episodes, so you don't have to. That's the only reason I watched it, so you don't have to. There were parts of it that I thought were a lot of victim blaming. There was a lot of victimhood going on. There were lots of parts where I just thought that was pretty uncool, a bit of lying going on. But there was also a part where I thought, well, that's what happens when you're in the public eye. You're in the public eye, and you're going to be expected to be photographed by everyone. Paparazzi will have to chase you if you put yourself out there, and that's what the people do. So they were chased. And boy, doesn't Tyler Perry have a nice house? Doesn't he have a nice house? Yeah. All because they act. That's all they do. Poor little woke princess. Quite gone, Jim. Quite right, mate. Quite right. See, that's what I should have realised here. Good people and not so good people. It is a Tuesday. It's a Wednesday. I keep saying Tuesday. It is a Wednesday. And being a Wednesday, there's not too many people that are around. There's not a lot of people that are around. Yeah, that's a good setup, producer. That's a good setup where I have that thing there, over there, whatever that is. And then what you can do is you can just simply flick it around. So try that, producer. Try flick it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now flick it back. Flick it back. Beautiful. Producer. Finally got a producer. He's not very good. Oh, gave it away. Hey. That's half of it gone out the way. So he's not very good. He's learning. He'll get to, and yet he pushes. See you later. There she goes. It's the Jill woman, the J woman. That's what her name was. She was cool. And yet he flies. So it's like landing gear. Oh yes, landing gear. This coffee's cold. Are you let me ask you, are you a coffee drinker that lets it go cold, and then you can drink your coffee and let it go all the way cold, and then you can still drink it like an iced coffee? I quite like it. I don't buy it hot, because if you buy it hot, I can't drink any of it. So I like to buy it when it's lukewarm. Thanks, Luke. Thanks, Warm. And then we have it. All right. So what are we all saying? It's Rude Meister. Where's the 99-cent? Yes, where is it? Jill with G. Jill with G. There we go. Where's the 99-cent donation? Yes. Waiting. Sorry, can't do too many things at once. Like, you think I've got ADD? What's the opposite of ADD, people? There you go. Can somebody help me out? What is the opposite of ADD? Is it no attention or full attention? Attention deficit. So he's got zero attention. You said it's not Ryan. It isn't Ryan. I didn't say it was Ryan. You said Ryan doesn't fly. Ryan doesn't fly a plane. Even if a person says, I'll drink it warm or cold, can't drink really hot coffee. You can't, can you? People, I was watching back the stream yesterday that we did, and having a look at that little meme that I put up that said, say something positive about my car. God, I laughed. The people are so funny. And I missed out on half of them, like half of your comments that were coming through. That's why I need a producer. No, I don't need a producer. Like, seriously. Like, slower than me. Maybe I should have a producer sitting here. Producer, come here. But it's easy to set this up, like I said, 15, 20 minutes. So it looks like nobody wants to sit down here. Too much attention disorder. Oh, TMAD. I like that. Too much attention disorder. Or is it not enough? No, because you can't focus. Like on one thing. At least I can focus on one thing and focus on about 16 other things. I can do that really well. That's called multitasking. But what did that Sally say to me one day? It's not called multitasking. It's multi-distributing or something. It's something ridiculous. It's multitasking. Why do we have to change language so much? Is it really that hard? Oh, come on. It's not that hard. But I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful day out here today, people. It's an absolutely beautiful day. There's so many screaming kids here. I don't know if you can hear it, but stop beeping. Why do they scream? Why do kids scream? Like, you'd think, you scream once, it's like, okay, they're in trouble. And then they go, no, only kidding. And you go, oh, it's crying wolf. And then when they scream, you go, oh, nothing must be wrong with them. Make mine a schooner VB. Good evening, everyone. Tea versus coffee. Lol. Yep, tea versus coffee. Oh, we've been on for 31 minutes. It's not much fun. I can tell you now, it isn't much fun when people don't want to interact. I think they just go about their own business. What I might have to do, I think the best thing I would have to do is do like a Mark Dice thing, where Mark Dice just runs out in front. He's got the microphone and he shoves it under their nose and he says, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, what are your thoughts? And then maybe I might have to do it that way. I think that's what I'll have to try. I'll try everything. I'll do anything. You know me, I'll just do what you ask me to do. It's not that hard. I do want some chips. See? You can't see, but the seagulls are fighting. I want to do that. They're fighting. I want to buy some chips. I need somebody to walk by and go, hey mate, can you get me a handful of chips? Just so I can do something. Play with you. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Try getting a dog. Just put a sign saying Grumpy Aussie wants a chat. That's a good sign. Producer, can you put some things up? Why am I looking? That's better. No, you don't have to change the screen. You can leave it as it is. You might have to go to an old people's home and get someone to talk to. I could do that. I could so do that. Lots of scooters here too. Like lots of, what do you call them? Mobility scooters. I guess a Labrador is an old It's one of the first suburbs that were probably placed here on the Gold Coast. So the Gold Coast of the 1950s and 1960s, Labrador, Southport, probably one of the very, very first suburbs that were put here. And now, if you go along the Esplanade here, you'll be looking at any house that's on the Esplanade there. You'd be looking at somewhere between 1.5 mil plus, and that's just for a old rundown shack that's not actually on the ocean, but it's in the what they call the Broadwater. So like I said, this is the Broadwater. It's a good spot for fishing, for diving. It's a great spot for boating. And then on the other side of that piece of land there, yeah, that's Wavebreak Island. That's Wavebreak. I used to love taking my dog, which has since passed, Jackson, died about probably about 10, 15 years ago. But I used to love putting him on the boat and then taking him across the Wavebreak Island. We used to just jump off and go for a bit of a run. We love that. Chips, flavour, regular vinegar or barbecue. I think regular vinegar. Yeah, I don't think you want to put some barbecue. No, you don't want to put barbecue sauce on that. Unless you have something like, what do they call it, where you just loaded fries. I think that's what they call it, loaded fries, where they just fill them up with gravy. There you go. Bearcat would be loving that. Teresa Weddle with chicken salt. Teresa Weddle with chicken salt. At Teresa Weddle with chicken salt. Yeah, chicken salt's a big one too. It's a bit of a banal day today, isn't it? Like, I can see my car's just parked over there. You've only got really an hour's parking here where I am. So I'm just keeping an eye out. And if something happens, I will grab that camera there just sitting here. I'll grab this camera and I will take it for a run and tell Mr. Councilman that should leave me alone because I'm at work. I'm at work. Yeah, like I was saying before, people tend to, before the stream, they tend to come up and they ask. Even when producer was sitting here, well, not sitting here, producer would have saw a person that I was chatting to. And I said, mate, come back in 5 minutes and we'll have a chat about what's going on. And then he just ran away. So maybe I should just make out that I'm about to go on. That's what I might do. I might just prepare myself to say that I'm about to go on. And then if I just say, oh, I'm going to be doing a stream in about 15 minutes, why don't you come back? And then they'll ask me a whole bunch of questions. Like, what are you doing? And I go, I'm doing a stream. Anyway, you know what I mean. Change the sign to live streaming to the world. Come chat. That's not a bad one. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Oh, attack. She just got attacked. People. Swap the camera. She got attacked. She's getting attacked by seagulls. That's not very good. Oh, she's upset. Oh God, there he goes. I need chips. That would be so funny, people. It's the attack of the seagulls. That's why we need action in here. That makes me laugh. Oh, see, why didn't someone remember? Hey, G-Man, you're at the beach. Go and get some chips. That poor woman who's was eating her chips thought she's going to just have a nice little view of the waterway, and she got her chips out. The seagulls just went, they're not yours, they're mine. It's a little bit funny. It's just a little bit funny. Oh shit, just broke it. What did I break? Sorry, people. It fell. Yeah. Oh, poor lady. Anyway, she's gone. I think she's gone back into, it's called Charis. I think it's still called Charis, the seafood place here. I think it's still called Charis, where you get some great fish and chips. It used to be a great little spot of a Friday afternoon where you get fish and chips. She gave me a dirty look. She gave me a dirty look as she walked by. She went, yeah. She went like that. She went, yeah, like that. I went, don't be rude. Oh, I didn't say that. Chef says, Australian man was killed today at the beach, attacked by hungry seagulls. That would be fun. That would be so funny. I would love that. Just hold, just hold a whole bunch of chips in the air and see how they would attack me. I seriously want chips now. Stay in the playground, kids. Don't go chasing those hungry little seagulls. Too funny. Yeah, bad spot to pick, I think. School holidays. Didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Maybe I'll do it. You know where I should do it? In a shopping centre. I should do it just in a shopping centre, and just as people walk by, and then you see all the women shopping and all the men sitting on the benches, because men love shopping. There'll be one person that will love a shop. That was cute. That was cute. Got a little dog in the back. Give my producer a round of applause, people. He's doing a good job of nothing. He's doing nothing. See, and I need to work out, so I need shade over this so I can read it. Set up the husband area. That's a great idea. You might get attacked. What was that? Set up at the husband area. LOL. Who was that? Bearcat. You might get attacked by a cougar. Yeah. Get attacked by a cougar. That's a pretty dog, this one. I think it's a cross. It looks like a Labradoodle. I think it's a Labradoodle. I like Labradoodles. All right, we've had one person talk. It's a failure. My whole stream's just a failure. Like, seriously, I get more people watching an airport. More people watch me at the airport. Like, seriously, if you go back and have a look at one of my last streams, you'll see that more people have been watching that airport one when I'm sitting in Townsville just a couple of weeks ago. More people have watched that than any other stream in the last month. You think I'm kidding? So that's what I might do. Maybe I should do just an attack of the seagulls. I'll do something like, and here we have a wonderful little seagull all alone by itself, wondering whether the G-Man might have some food. And he searches for an important place to be able to meet up with his good friends. As he runs away. Look at that chair, lonely chair. No one wants to sit there. That's what I might do. I might just do a whole seagull run. Steven Seagal. That is funny. Some of you have got a funny bone. I'm just going to be quiet now. I'm just going to people watch. Problem is, everyone's just sitting down. I think they've all just finished breakfast, and no one cares about walking. The whole idea of having this wonderful esplanade, so you can actually walk. People, let me give you the heads up. So you can walk from, well, let me just say, if you were here, right in front where the path is looking at now, you can ride from here all the way to where I was last week through Surfers Paradise, even to Burleigh Heads. You can walk or you can ride all the way. I think all the way down to I think Coolangatta. And if you probably want to keep going, you probably head down to Sydney as well. So it's a good path if you want to do a bit of. That's why a lot of people should be quiet. Oh God, really? Give me a chip, kid. Give me a chip. I need a chip. I want to be able to. I must say it's not as hot as what I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be like about 30. Be quiet, for God's sake. This guy over there having a shower, and he's got some biltong hanging out the back pocket. Lee says seagulls relatives to your support pigeons, airport pigeons. Oh God, where are my glasses? I need to clean these, people. Let me clean them. I don't know how far I'm going to drive today, people. I do have to call the Roodmeister to see what the plan is. See, the plan is my brother's got a house down at Mollymook. And in fact, my brother's got like about 7 houses, capitalist pig. And the goal is that I was going to go down there and spend some time with the good legend himself at his house. Throw a pretend chip. That's a good idea. I was going to spend some time with him, and then I'll get a call from my sister who says we're going to be having Christmas at the brother's place down at Mollymook. And I thought, "Jeez, make it hard for me. It's a long enough drive coming all the way down here." Hello.
I've been watching, just wondering what you were doing.
Oh, well, I'm doing. Well, there's the question.
I should have my hat on. but
You
I
should
won't
have your hat
stand
on.
here
No.
very long.
So that's the question that I have in front of me there.
Well, Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays.
So what do you
Oh,
So what do you think it should be? Do you think we should be
Merry
saying
Christmas.
it's Merry Christmas, isn't it?
Oh, definitely.
I want you to ask your group over there. And just- Is it this group over here?
Yeah, we
just-
here every Wednesday. We have exercise classes.
Oh,
and
so
all-
you've done your exercises
yeah,
today?
some swams. I walk.
Nice, nice. Well, just tell them to give me a thumbs up
Yeah. Okay.
if they agree with Merry Christmas.
Right, shall do.
Yeah,
on you.
good on you.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. There you go, beautiful lady. There she goes. So she's running back now. She can't wait to tell her little friends, and she goes, "Oh, he's talking about whether it's Merry Christmas." Yeah, hang on, I'll just see if I can put this camera on over there. She's, I don't know if you can see her. Do I get thumbs up? Thumbs up. I got thumbs up. There we go. She's asking the lot. She might even bring them over. Yep, she's gonna. Yep, they're all saying, "Yep, it's." Yep. Okay. No. Oh no, she's giving them a whole spiel. She's giving them. She knows that it's a spiel. Anyway, maybe somebody else might come over. So that's an exercise group every Wednesday. Some do a swim. What was it? Thumbs up. Look at that. Beautiful. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. See? There they are. And when I'm looking across there, you can't see them, but all different persuasions over there. Like I'm seriously, there's some from the Asian community that look like there's maybe someone from South America. They look like Colombian or something. I can see, I don't know, I think there's a couple of Australians in there. So you're all different persuasions. And they're all saying it's Merry Christmas. And that's what I like. It is Merry Christmas, and it's no more than that. Fergsman says, "You're too old for her." Thanks, mate. Thanks. Yep, and she didn't bring a hat over. If she had brought a hat over, I would have sat her down and said, "Come on, Betty." I reckon her name was Betty. I said, "Come on, Betty. Tell me why you think that's important." Maybe the topic's not that controversial. Maybe I should say, how many genders are there? That would have been a good question. That would have been a good question. Maybe I should have asked her that at the same time. And just go, "Hey, Betty, what do you think? You're of my persuasion. You're my age group. How many genders do you reckon there are?"
That's what I said.
Bearcat says, "Someone's getting lucky tonight." That's good, Bearcat. Folks, can I just get a thumbs up? I'm going to listen back to this. Last week I found when I was at Surfers Paradise that the sound level was going in and out of the stream. I think it was picking up noise from the background, like kids, and then it would go in and out. But I'm wondering if it's just got like an easy sound stream. You know what I'm talking about. What is a woman? A woman is anyone who identifies as one. Now stop it, because I'm a linguist and I like to read dictionaries. So stop it. Don't make up any other stuff. You know what? I might not even drive down. Forget it. I'm not going to drive down. If they're going to have Christmas at my father's place, or not my father's place, my brother's place. I even said, well, I'll just drive down to Mollymook and I'll have Christmas with Dad down there. And they said, "Oh, we've got no room." They're very accommodating, aren't they? No spin. Not doing it this time. Not doing it this time. Yes. So I think I worked it out what it was, because there's a little setting in there that says adjust the microphone according to the noise. What do you think? Here we go. What do you think?
I'll meet you up there.
Meet her up there.
Yeah, it's the door.
Hello. Put your hat on or you get burnt.
No, hang on, honey.
Come on, put your hat on. You were carrying it all the way up there.
Well, I was nearly blowing off.
Oh, was it?
So you a local member?
I'm local, yes.
Well, I've only been here for 2 years.
Hello, welcome.
So, yeah.
So I'm G-Man. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So that's the question.
What?
Well, the question is, should we say it's Merry Christmas or is it Happy Holidays?
No. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Can I just get you to put this on? Because what this is, it's a little microphone,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I might be able to hear you a little bit better. Put that just in on your top there.
I'll just flip that up before everything falls
Oh yeah,
down.
yeah.
And the
I'll look.
keys are in there, we won't be able to do it.
Oh, don't worry. Nobody will pinch anything.
No, there's not.
Just there's a little clip there. You see a little clip?
Oh,
Yeah. Just put
Okay.
that there. That's beautiful. So sorry, what was your name again?
Susan.
Susan. Nice to meet you. So the question here was very simple. Was what do you think? Here, you want me to do that? No. It's a clip
Yeah,
up.
I got
You
it,
got
I
it. You
got
got it. Good on you. Jesus. You know, you can't have an old man like me touching everything. You know.
No, you know, because it's inappropriate. and
Oh, it's inappropriate. Nobody's
PC,
allowed.
It's the PC.
Oh, so tell me the topic that I'm talking to a lot of people who are walking by is because we're in this new age woke world that we got to be politically correct and everything.
Yes,
Do you still say Merry Christmas?
I do.
You do? Do you have like children, like and grandchildren? Do they
That
call?
was my daughter.
That was your daughter. So would she call it Merry Christmas?
Yes.
She would too.
And my granddaughter, who's 5, she calls it Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
And if I see people along the street, I say Merry Christmas and Happy
Yeah.
New Year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way I've been brought up. It was
Yeah.
never Happy Holidays.
No.
To me, that's American.
Do you think so, or do you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Not everyone's on holidays.
No. Well, we are.
Well, we
We are.
are, but it's always been Merry Christmas. and
Yeah.
Happy New Year. That's
Forever.
Forever, and that's why I'm going to say it.
Good on you. Can I ask you another question? Another politically incorrect question?
Go ahead, I'm willing to give my opinion.
Right, great. How many genders are there?
I wouldn't have a clue.
No, because you know how you can now identify as non-binary and you can identify as
Yes.
two-spirited, and you can be she, her, he, him, Ziza, it. What do you think of all that palaver that's going on in the world now?
I reckon it's just crazy.
Is it?
The world's gone crazy. The world, to me,
Yeah.
I won't swear. But well, I think
Swear.
No,
Just swear.
it's fine.
It is.
I don't swear, but that's the only word I can just think. That's the only word. Think about it.
How do we fix it, Susan? What do we do?
It's the people. They're sheeples.
We just follow.
Not me.
No.
I'm 66, so I've been a sort of little rebel when I was a teenager.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's the media.
Yep.
It's social media.
It
because
is.
in my day, I didn't have social media.
Oh, my day too.
Your day too. You didn't
Yeah,
have social
yeah.
media. You just went out and played in the yard, played in the bush, wherever you grew up.
Got dirty, didn't we? We got dirty, and when it was when the lights came on,
Exactly right.
Mum screamed at you and said, "You're either coming in, you're getting no dinner," something like that.
And wash your hands before you have dinner. And,
Yep.
And I think it's these helicopter parents.
Yes, and helicopter governments
The government, the whole lot. Whether
Yeah.
it's Liberal, Labor,
doesn't matter anymore.
and I say money is the root of all evil.
Yeah. Can I ask you, how did you cope in the last 3 years with the lockdown that happened? So you've only been here for you said 2 years, like up this way for 2 years.
Yeah, well, I used to live in Bundaberg.
Oh, okay, that's beautiful up there. I love it up there.
My daughter comes from there. And,
Yeah.
So I decided at 64, I
Yeah.
just didn't love my husband, my ex-husband.
Yeah, yeah.
So I divorced him.
Okay.
And, my daughter and I are really close, my granddaughter, they really miss me, but we do FaceTime.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't have a few days holidays with me. Anyway, she knew that I wasn't happy with the dad. And he thought I had another man, which I didn't have another man, so I divorced him. And she says, "Where are you going to go, Mum?" And I said, "Well, my ex and I used to always come to the Gold Coast for holidays.
Yeah.
And it's a place I really liked.
Yeah.
So in October 2020, on the 20th of October 2020, that sounds weird now. I think
Yeah, yeah.
about it,
20th of October
my
2020.
daughter, that's when I arrived here, but a week before that, my daughter's ex went on a holiday and he said, "I don't want you here when you come back." So
Wow.
he's had affairs and the rest of it. So
Yeah.
I said, "No, that's enough. You've got to help me do everything."
Yeah.
So she booked me into a B&B at 30 Dangle Drive at Southport.
Okay.
He was the nicest guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I stayed there for exactly 10 days.
Uh-huh.
I booked him for 7, but found a place on the Friday. I
Yeah.
checked a place out at Service Paradise. Didn't get it anyway. And then I said, "Where's your real estate?" And she said, "They used to be Ray. I think it was Ray Watt. They're not with them anymore." And I knew, like, he used to drive, but I knew where everything was anyway.
Yeah.
So went in there. There was a place waiting me at 28 Bar Street.
Beautiful. So how did you cope though in the 2 years, when there was that lockdown? The government said to us, we can't travel more than, you can't go over the border. Like we
It didn't
weren't,
worry me because I was here.
and you didn't want to travel to New South Wales or anything anyway. But did you think it was a bit unfair? Because you know the border's only like 40
I
k's
know,
down the
it's
road
only
here,
40 k's down the road, I know.
and for people who are like say like living just at Kingscliff and they just wanted to come over to the border to work.
I think it's like it's totalitarian, dictatorship,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say, but I think it was ridiculous.
And I know everyone takes everything, you know, on their own personal merits, but, you know, with informed choice. Do you think you had that informed choice? Whether
And the same as the vaccination.
Yep, right. What happened there?
Well, because I'm on the pension now, but I was only old enough to go on job seeker, so I had to go and do for volunteer work, which I've done
Yes.
for the last 2 years. So I live in Bastard, there's an op shop around the corner, so I did that for 2 years. And the Centrelink said, and I had no choice.
Yeah.
You have to get vaccinated.
When you say you had no choice, was it that you were coerced into having to get the vaccine to work because you still had a choice?
Yeah, but if I didn't want to go back to work, so to get my job seeker, I
Yeah.
had to do volunteer work.
Right.
So I had no choice.
Right. Gotcha.
The government wouldn't pay me.
Right.
So to me, I
You-
had no choice.
You were pushed into it.
Yeah.
You were forced.
And same as my daughter with aged care. She didn't want it either. But they said, "Well, get rid of you." So that's disgusting.
It is.
It's
And-
like bullying, if you want to put it.
It is bullying and intimidation. It's coerciveness. And have you had any
Yes,
what?
I have.
Oh, you already know what I was going to say.
Side effects.
Have you?
Yes. I got the first one.
Yep.
And I got the second one, right?
Right.
And then they said, "Oh, you've got to have a third one." Well, I didn't really want a third one, but if I hadn't have done it the same, I had no choice.
Yeah.
So, I hardly ever suffered with a headache, right? Just a normal headache.
Yeah.
Now you know what I get?
Migraines?
Yep.
Severe?
Yes.
Like, is it that bad that you sometimes can't even function?
Yes. And I just go to bed for a couple of days, take some.
A couple of days?
And just go to bed, and it can't be coincidental because I never had. I know.
Yeah. You know you. You know
I know
you.
what a normal headache is.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's just a normal headache.
Yeah.
And I hardly ever used to get them. But now, migraines,
Yeah.
and I named the third vaccine.
You do.
Oh.
Was there a specific, like Johnson & Johnson or AstraZeneca or Pfizer? Do you know which one you went?
I can't think of which one it was now.
So the first one was okay.
Well, the first one I had side effects.
The first one you had side effects.
Oh, I was really quick as a dog, eh?
And then
I
you
was in bed for 5 days.
and then you still decided to have the second
I
one.
had no choice.
Right.
I had no choice.
Right.
I said, "Have you had your second vaccination?" Oh, no.
Yeah.
We don't have that. Oh, we don't have that.
And so how do you feel now that what they've done is that they've revoked all the mandates that you now can work in certain areas, like in that volunteer shop, you would be able to work there.
Yeah.
So what do you think now that they've now revoked all the mandates that the last 2.5 years was just pushing you into getting this vaccine?
Yeah, I'm really angry.
Yeah.
Really angry.
Yeah.
Because I think we're supposed to be living in a free country now.
We're not.
And I'm not a doomsday or anything.
No. And you're not a conspiracy theorist,
No, I'm
are
not.
you? No.
No, I'm none of those.
No.
I'm none of those. But I just feel that my way of thinking, like I'm pretty clued and pretty chilled out, and I don't follow the media. I don't.
Good
I
girl.
don't do anything like that.
Yeah.
Years and years ago, I stopped buying newspapers, magazines, because I wasn't giving any money to Murdoch. You know, I mean, I really did a little bit of thinking, it's the big, and like I said, money talks.
Yeah. Because you sound like to me that you're on the ball. You know, you're not a stupid lady, because some people
No,
are
I'm not.
stupid.
No, I'm not stupid. I'm pretty clued in, and
So you don't think, like, for example, you don't think that, oh no, I'm getting this vaccine because it's the right thing to do. No.
I knew what the government was doing.
What about your friends? Were they in the same boat as you, or were they, come on, Susan, you got to get it. Like, stop being a whinge bag.
No. And my best girlfriend in Brisbane, she didn't want to get it either, but
Right.
she got it.
Right.
Yeah, and like they want me to get a fourth one. I thought, go away.
A fourth one.
Yeah, because of my age. Yeah, and I'm thinking, no.
Well, I'm 61.
Well, I'm 66.
I haven't had any.
Good on you. But I had no choice. I said to you, I had no choice. And I'm thinking,
Well, I didn't work for 2 years.
yeah, well,
And that is what's really hard, And I think some people got to draw the line in the sand. You know, you got to be able to say to yourself, right, what am I going to do here? Am I going to follow the narrative and follow what the government wants to peddle, and then do that because I have to work? And you were saying, you know,
yeah, because I'm too old. They don't want old people to work, and it seemed I was in it. But anyway, I got them
yeah,
done.
yeah,
And I think the way they rolled it out, like, you know how they test everything, you know, like
yeah,
vaccines.
oh yeah, yeah,
You know, it takes years, 10 years and more.
totally.
And all of a sudden they're pushing it out. And I think, well, I'm going to say it, this is I'm going to put it out there.
Put it
and
out
it's good to know. They just, there's too many people in the world and they want to get rid of us all.
Wow,
That's my theory.
wow.
Yep, that's my theory.
Where did you hear that?
I didn't, it's just what I think. I just think they want to knock us all off.
Wow.
Yep, I really do. Because
Okay.
there's too many people in the world. That's just, I'm not being a conspiracy.
No. But
That's just how I feel.
But that's
just feel
how that's how they would label you though. So if you were on, like, you know, Channel 7 News or
Yep,
Channel
that's
10
right.
News, they would just go, here's crazy old lady.
That's right.
You know, she's just got sunstroke now because she's been out in the sun too
That's
long.
right.
And then they call you a big conspiracy.
That's
Far
right.
right extremists, they would. They'd
I
call
know,
you that.
but I'm not.
No, you're not.
And
And your daughter's got the same viewpoints as you, does she?
yeah,
Yeah.
she works in aged care, so she had no choice.
Yeah, another one.
And I don't think the dog, no, I don't think she got the grandparent.
Gosh.
And yeah, just
Because they're now pushing out the double, they're pushing out the flu and vaccine jab. Like they're saying, you know, get the COVID-19 and the flu jab. You can get that now in one.
no.
So they're pushing that now.
Yeah, and like I did get the flu shot because I do.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I suffer from asthma.
Yep.
And I do take the medication, but you know, I can die from it if I have an asthma attack. So
Are you scared?
of what?
Well, are you scared of the side effects that you've had?
I
And you've
am
heard
now.
other people, like you've heard of other people.
Yeah, I have. And you know, when people come out and say that, it's all poo-pooed under the carpet.
Yeah,
They think they're conspiracists.
yeah,
And it's not. And the government won't let anyone know that because they think, and it doesn't matter, it's Liberal, Labor, Greens, I don't care.
don't care, yeah.
I don't care whoever you follow. But it's all the same. It's just, and I think it's the banks that control the world, it's the governments, it's big corporations, and it really gets up my nose. Everyone else has got to pay taxes, but
Yeah.
the government decides, because, you know, they put money in whoever's in Parliament, you know,
Yeah.
in government, money on the table, money in the paper bag, whatever you want to say, it goes
Yeah.
on. I don't care, it goes on. I'm not a stupid woman.
Yeah.
And, I was going to say I lost my train of thought. So,
You said money talks.
money talks.
Yeah.
And plus, they give these, like, Facebook, Google, Gina Reinhardt, Twiggy Forrest,
Yeah,
Murdoch, all these big people, tax breaks, and they don't pay any tax.
yeah,
How does that work? And if you don't pay your tax bill, you'll go to jail or you'll be fined.
Yeah.
How does that compute? That to me does not make one
because
iota of
Susan,
sense.
because you're not an elite. You're not.
No.
You're not a globalist. You're not part of the World Economic Forum.
I know.
Where have you heard that Klaus Schwab, where he says you will own nothing and you will be happy? Have you heard that?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, that Klaus Schwab. You want to check that out, the WEF. You know, and you'll see who was actually, you know, part of the WEF. And you get the people like Jacinda Ardern. You get Justin Trudeau.
Yep, that's
You know,
right.
They're all these people who are, you know, totally pushing this narrative that you and I, we're just ants on this earth. We're
That's
no one.
right.
We're just disposable. We're dispendable.
We're dispendable. And that's what I say about the vaccine.
Right,
That's
okay.
where I come in about the vaccine.
Okay. Wow.
See, now, you know, I'm not a stupid lady.
No.
I'm pretty clued in with everything. And I just think, oh my God, you shitness. Are you serious? Just follow the first sheep or the cow. Think for yourself. But they're trying to make us like, not dumb as down. Yeah, well, there you can say that. Trying to make us like not be able to think for ourselves.
Right.
And that's how I think. And they're not doing that to me. Like I was in the 70s, I was a hippie.
Yeah.
And I still think that way now. Like
Good
it's
on you.
I'm not changing. Like my daughter and I went to. Now this is an eye opener. Now I never knew this. I found this out yesterday. This is the truth.
Tell me.
We went to Nambour yesterday, right? And my daughter said, "Where are we going today, Mum? We're up early." And I said, "Oh, where are we going?" She said, "Oh, there's a zoo at Nambour called WV." Anyway, it's a privately run zoo, right?
Yeah.
And we went there yesterday.
Uh-huh.
It cost me 32 because there's a pensioner. That's okay. And then she paid whatever for her. Anyway, I was talking to a zookeeper, one of those keepers.
Yep.
And I never knew, and I found out yesterday, and I'm going to pass the word on to you now.
Good.
She said, I said, so is this a privately run zoo? She said, yes, and it's private. Donations from Coles. And anyway, she said, and I said, yeah. She said, did you know? And I said, tell me, because I'm pretty open to things. She said, and on Australia Zoo, I said, yeah, I've been there many years, but I will never go back again. She said, oh, okay, that's good. And I said, oh, right. She said, do you know the government? I said, no, tell me. She said, yeah, the government support and blah, 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 and they're only. And I said, okay. And she told me, you know how our koalas got burnt and died and everything?
Horrible. Yes.
And
Yes.
our wildlife.
Yes.
So she was telling me yesterday, I saw the koalas and I just burst out crying because I know everything's in danger because, money talks. Cut down the trees, just all this, they've got no homes and the rest of it, big company building, what I mean, big things. Anyway, for housing and development and all this crap. And the animals overseas for the palm oil and all that sort of stuff. And
the orangutans, cutting down their habit.
And everything.
Their habitat.
There's other animals in the world that are going.
Right? Yeah, and the Amazon, yeah.
So I said, tell me, because I said, I'm 66 and I don't follow what's on the news. So she said, oh, yeah. And she said, oh, Australia. I said, oh, yeah. I asked her, I said, oh, and she said, and they'd have sponsors from Coles and different, for the food and everything. So that's privately run, right?
Yeah.
I like that idea. So they said, they did save 14 koalas and they saved them.
Yeah.
And she said, the only thing about Australia is, I said, tell me, because I know you're not lying to me. I said, who can tell me? She said, yeah, if one dies, I said, and they can't save it, like some. She said, they are allowed to go into the wild and get another one. And I said,
say it again, they're allowed to?
They're allowed to go into the wild. I don't care.
Yeah.
To go into if one dies, right?
Yep.
For their zoo.
Yeah.
They're allowed to go back into the wild again where they are wherever they are, which is not breed, and they're allowed to take them. But she said, if we go in there and they find out, she said, we lose our private license for running this. I said, really?
Yeah.
She said, yes. And I believe, and I said, wow.
Yeah, there's no reason for her to lie, is there?
No. And I said, my God. I said, she said, are you all right? I said, yes, because I said, I'm glad you told me this because now I can spread the word.
Good on you.
She said, spread the word.
Good girl. You've spread it.
And I'm thinking, right, next, and see, you must have been meant to be, and I meant to talk to you. And I said, right, next person I see, I will spread the word. So I said to her, I don't mind my money going here because I know you're doing the right thing, and I don't, privately owned is good. She said, yep, the government keeps them going. And I said, really? She said, yeah. And she said, it's just, and I said, yep, I get it. So.
Well, Susan, you've done your duty today. You've told the world and you've let people know your thoughts, and I want to thank you so much, for just stopping by. Yeah, well, you've put it out there.
And spread the word. Now I've spread it to you. You spread the message, and that's how
I'll do that.
Like the bird wire, as you say.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I can't think of the thing. So my daughter, yes, I told wisdom. So she didn't know what to get per month for Christmas because I've got everything. Well, no, I haven't got them, but I don't need everything to. So I didn't know she surprised me. So she paid for me to get a photo with Winter the dingo.
Yep.
And so yeah, that'll be my Christmas present. One with my daughter and the granddaughter and one with her. So yeah, so they're privately run, and they're not allowed to get any animal. Oh, there's a local. She was telling me all about the zoo too. She gave me some really good information.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy that, and she's just a local that comes here, and she told me the story how. That's right. The zoo was really run down, right? So there was somewhere, and the animals had to go somewhere, and so this lady, I've got to get on Google and and I'm going to follow them on Instagram. So as soon as I get you, follow you on Instagram and Facebook, right? Anyway, and I'll spread the word, go here, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, the lady that owned it, when she knew she was this woman and this man, they were going to take the zoo over, and it was really run down.
Yeah.
So it's all been donations, hard work. The woman that bought it even sold a house.
Wow.
So that's how dedicated she is. She's not in it for profit.
Yeah.
Hello, she's in it to save
for the animals. Yeah.
And I said, right, well, I'm going to spread. She said, please spread the word. So I said, I will spread the word.
You've done it.
Because
Last question before you go.
Yeah.
See, I've got Santa sitting here. Can you tell me, is Santa Claus black or white? Just quickly, is he black or not this one, but just Santa in general? Is he black or white?
I've never thought about it.
Okay.
I've never thought. Santa's standing around there. If that's people think, I mean, and it's good if, you know, you can't. Look, I had a
You can
boy- I
you
had
can
a
say
boy-
anything.
Oh, real good. So I had a
Black or
gollywog.
white? Come
I
on.
had a gollywog. It was great.
Oh, yeah, we all had that, didn't we?
And you know what? If you Google it, do you know the story about gollywogs?
I've got 2 minutes.
Well, I can't tell you.
Okay,
You go and Google it.
I'll Google it.
It's they're from Egypt,
Okay,
and there's a true story. It's not because you're racist.
No,
or
no,
you're
no.
gollywog or black.
never
or white.
was.
No, neither am I. I don't care what colour you are, what sex you are.
Yeah.
Your sexual preference has got nothing to do with anybody else. It's you.
It's you. Good on you.
Personal.
Good on you.
I don't care if you're black, white, Chinese. I don't care what you are. That's nothing. We're all human, and we all bleed blood.
Yeah, I'm not a human though.
Well,
I'm an alien. I'm an AI actually. I'm not here really.
you know, here, but yeah, no.
So Susan, thank you so much. Your daughter's waiting for you. She's yelling and screaming, going, "Mum, come on, for God's sake!"
Yeah, but I'm glad I said that now because
Yeah, so am I.
because yeah, I put it out there. Now.
You have.
Yeah. So what was your name again?
I'm G-Man,
June.
and you're Susan.
Well,
Nice.
I can never remember that.
That's all right. Just
So are you on Facebook or anything?
I'm on YouTube, and if you type in waffles and whiskey,
You don't have to write that, do you?
just think of whiskey. Can you think of whiskey? Waffles. You know, you eat waffles.
and whiskey.
Yeah, I do the waffling, and I drink whiskey. It's as simple as that.
I should Southern Comfort, but anyway.
Have a good one, Susan.
Yeah, thanks for that. And
All right.
put that out there
I will.
on YouTube.
All right. Have a nice
I'll
walk.
look out for
Put your hat on, for God's sake. I don't have to tell you 100 times. You'll get burned around here. Good. Now go for a surf.
I can't even swim.
It's-
But anyway.
All right.
Well,
She's up there.
okay, well, thanks for that.
All right.
I'm glad Waffles and Whiskey. I'll get on there in a minute.
Good. See, you remembered it. See? Good
You like
memory.
Waffles?
And you like to drink whiskey.
Yeah, Southern Comfort.
Southern Comfort. Have a
And
good one.
soda water.
See you later.
Have a good one.
Oh,
This is what we've got to be doing.
it is.
And if it's not for you, another good, you.
Yep.
then
Another degenerates.
I know this is very serious stuff. I'm not one of them. And if you say things like I just said, they think you're loony.
It's okay.
Because you know what?
Yeah.
And this X generation, Y generation,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
We're all loonies. Really.
I was born in 56. Hello, I was born in a good year.
You were.
No. I was
Oh,
born
okay.
I was born in Melbourne. That's
Yep.
my hometown.
Yep.
That was the
I'm sorry
year of
about
the Olympics.
It was too.
November. I was born on the 2nd of May. I share my birthday with The Rock and David Beckham.
See you later.
Waffles and whiskey.
Waffles and whiskey it is. All right, good people.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, you too.
Love it. Hello. Were you listening? Doesn't stop. All right, good people. It's time that I go. I've been on now for 11 minutes extra. Look at that. See, just when we're closing, is that people are heading off, and they want to be able to go and do what they have to do. So I don't have a closing video or anything. All I need to do is hit the end of the broadcast. So thanks, good people. Hope you had a good one. There goes Susan, all the way originally from where was she? Bundaberg, and then made her way down here, and now she lives here in the beautiful Gold Coast in Labrador. That's how it should be. All right, good people. See you later. Bye. See you tomorrow. Maybe not. Don't know. Bye, everyone. She's going to get my channel suspended. She's totally going to get my channel suspended.